game will showcase the number 1 seed Backman against the number 16 seed JBL. For Backman, they amassed a record of 57-14 throughout the regular conference season. They collected 6 conference wins. They entered the tournament as number 1 seed, winning 6 tournaments. They have not met throughout the whole season. They have not met JBL all season long. For JBL, they collected a record of 17-16, and their highlights of the season include 2 fifth-place finishes throughout the season.
Test. Good. Only out of 1 ear. No.
For this team, down at first base from Arkansas, Jason Overlay. At second base, also from Arkansas, is Ken Hawk. Down at third base from Michigan, Tony Walzak. And behind home plate, Chuck John Beckwell.
All right, we're ready to go. DW on the mic for the number 1 seed Backman, Backman Louisville Slugger in the field with the white shirts and black pants. And in the all black with the red trim is JBL Tailgaters. The voice you're hearing is the home plate umpire, Beckwell. He's all mic'd up.
Center fielder is Brian Logan. The right fielder is Neil Eggman. The other members of Backman are Jeff LaHare, Aaron Willicke,
Tailgaters.
The trainer is Scott Eddy. Their statistician is Tracy Flack. Their head coach is Al Beggs. Their assistant coach and sponsor is Scott Sunderland. Sponsor John Backman and sponsor J.J.
All right, we're ready for the first pitch. Andy Bitzek's pitch.
Leading off for JBL is Chris Miller.
Chris Miller swung on backside. Fair. Base hit.
Leadoff man aboard and Miller. Now the first baseman, number 21, Charles Cunningham.
JBL Tailgaters out of Cleveland, the Cleveland area, Ohio. Charles Cunningham, a transplanted Washington native, moved to Cleveland. Picked up with JBL this year. Runner on first, Miller, no outs. Swung on, bouncer to the middleman, knocks it down, pitches to second. Orlando Castillo makes a nice play, keeping it in front of him there.
Now 1 out for hard-hitting Chris Hofer.
Brings up the power hitter Chris Hofer. Tailgaters, an A team, as I said, out of Ohio, taking on the number 1 seed Backman, based out of Indiana. Here, Doc Beckwell talking about the synthetic cover on the stadium ball. Swung on base hit, left field. Hofer on first, Miller on second, 1 out.
Now shortstop Jamie Simpson.
Jamie Simpson, the batter. 2 on, 1 out. Strike 1, of course, no foul ball after that first strike allowed. That one's too fast. 1-1, they play Simpson to the left side here. Swung on, liner off Castillo's glove into center field. It's going to score 1. And let's see what they rule that, if that's an error or a base hit. It's hard to hit. Castillo didn't quite look it all the way in. JBL scores first, 1-0, top of the first inning. For the second baseman and sponsor of the team, Bill Lewis, one of the sponsors. Lewis, bouncer, one hop to the third baseman, Powers, and a long throw got him at first. Run will score, 2-0 JBL.
Lewis at first, but Hofer comes in to score. 2-0 lead for JBL in the top of 1.
Can hit me up with your questions on the chat.
Ryan Ropel.
Ryan Ropel, the third baseman, stands in. Runner on third, 2 outs, hits a deep center, but playable. Logan makes the catch for the third out. JBL gets 2 runs on 3, or actually they call it 2 hits and an error. Backman coming up, bottom of the first.
2 up for Backman are Powers, Kennington, and Hagelin.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the first inning. Backman in the white shirts, black pants. The home team. That's Big Lee Powers. Going to lead things off.
Home man for the first for Backman, number 24, Lee Powers.
Tailgaters playing on the left side. If you're watching at home, the wind, which has been blowing in.
Howard, 81 homers.
Most of the day is now. The flag is straight down, no wind.
That's way back here. You need to go down there.
Powers walks.
Leadoff man aboard in Powers, and now the first baseman, number 11, Kevin Kennington.
Kennington, one of the leading power hitters in the game.
With a 733 on base average.
No, flat. Back. All right.
Second pitch swung on deep left. Back, just foul. Dimensions here, 335 down the left field line, 385 to the gaps, 400 to center. Right field says 335, but it's actually 315.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Few of the C players in the crowd now. Crowd building a little bit down there. It's going to be base hit past the shortstop Simpson in the left field.
With a single, now 2 on for number 9, Neil Hagelin.
Bring up the lefty Neil Hagelin. 2 on, nobody out. Hagelin the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the first.
All right.
Hagelin back in the box. That back foot almost behind the plate. Pops it up. Deep right. Might carry to the fence. And off the top of the fence. Powers had to hold up, but he's still going to score. Hagelin in with an RBI double. It's 2-1. Misplayed ball there in right field. And the towering fly ball.
The left fielder.
Bring up the conference MVP, Jeremy Yates. Oh, the replay just off the top of the fence. Miller in right field couldn't come up with it. Yates going to try to make him pay here. Fly ball center field. Second baseman, middleman out. Actually makes the catch. Throw to the plate, not in time. 2-2 the score.
Center field to grab out number 1.
You're good. Hey, you're good here.
Now the
We got
additional
big
hitter,
Ryan Harvey.
Number 35, the number 5 home run hitter in all of Conference USSSA with a solid centennial 100 home runs. Ryan Harvey.
Look at the field out there. 100 home runs for Harvey on the season. Runner on second, 1 out.
All right.
First pitch swing, he popped it up right side. First baseman's under it. Puts it away, 2 out.
Got a catch. You got 2.
Cunningham at first grabs out number 2. And now the catcher, Gary Baggs.
Chitty Bags from Florida stands in. Looking for that lead. Again, no wind for this game. Blew in or out to the right field corner most of the day. We had 1 lightning delay earlier. Weather looks like it's going to cooperate the rest of the way. Playing Bags to pull. It's inside, he walked.
foul to make way for number 13, Orlando Castillo.
Orlando Castillo, the middleman, stands in 2 on 2 out. That one's right back up the box. Base head should score a run. And Backman has the first lead, 3-2.
Castillo drives in Hagman, bags over to third. And now the second baseman, number 1, Stephen Lloyd.
Stephen Lloyd. Runners on the corners. Inside pitch.
20.
And Lloyd walks. Bases loaded for the shortstop, Ryan Stovall.
For number 5, Ryan Stovall.
Stovall takes a third pitch strike, full count. Must be fair, left fielder deep. That one's down the middle, swung on deep left field, left center, towards the 385 sign and gone. Grand slam for Ryan Stovall. And a 7-2 lead for Backman here in the bottom of the first.
7-2 now the lead for Backman. And they bring up center fielder Brian Logan.
All right, here we go.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. They on that rapid pay the bill. Now finish, not even a little bit.
Some questions coming in about Vieira, Florida. That's where USSSA is moving their headquarters to. It's over on the East Coast. I think it's between Daytona and Melbourne.
Logan lifts the ball
About 50 minutes from Orlando, and Logan flies out to end the inning. 7-2 Backman lead. We go to the top of the second inning.
They lead 7-2.
Dudley, quality, consistency, durability.
For those who serve. For those who protect. For those who save. For those who have sacrificed. The Heroes Tour is dedicated to you.
John Dombrowski, the pitcher. He's got that low release on his pitches. He couldn't find the strike zone there in the first inning. When he did, They lit him up.
All right, here we go.
Defense now moving almost straight away. Dombrowski bounces up the middle. Castillo to his right. Throws across, and Kennington held his foot on the base. Crowd didn't like the call.
Dombrowski retired at first base on the throw by middle infielder Castillo.
Castillo ranging to his right, almost anticipated it,
Aaron Sandoval.
and then threw across. Looks like Kennington tapped the bag. Oh, we heard it all, Doc. We heard it all.
Here we go.
Aaron Sandoval, the batter, after the discussion.
It's inside.
Dombrowski's safe at first. Driven to left center. Yates runs it down right in front of the warning track, makes the catch. And the runner advances, 1 out.
Yates in left, grabs out number 1, Sandoval over to second. Now left fielder Mike Fiorilli.
You're coming to lunch with me.
Mike Fiorilli
Okay, open up.
getting a World Series at bat.
Here we go. Still short. 20. Mike. Full.
Swung on left. Yates is there. 2 out.
You got a catch.
Yates again in left field with the grab. There's now 2 outs for center fielder Matt Rogers.
Yates, Logan, and Hagelin across the outfield, the 3 lefties. Powers, Stovall, Castillo, Lloyd, and Kennington across the infield. Fitzak pitching. A master at pitching to his defense. Matthew Rogers, the batter. Swung on, base hit, right center field. It's going to score runs, 7-3. Rogers stretches it to a double.
Rogers drives in Dombrowski. 2 out double.
7-2,
And now
top of the order.
For JBL and Chris Miller.
Doc still discussing the overturn. Miller, the batter. 2 on 1. Or 1 on 2 out. Bouncer up the middle. Castillo's got it. Throws across. Pulled the first baseman off the base, and he's safe.
Miller aboard.
Scored an error.
At first. Rogers holds at second base, and now hard-hitting first baseman Charles Cunningham.
Here we go.
All right, 2 on, 2 out with the error. Second error of the game for Backman here in the second inning. Cunningham hammers it center field, but Logan is there. Makes the catch. That'll end it. 7-3 your score. Backman leading and coming up bottom of the second.
Cunningham retired in center field by Brian Logan, and that'll do the top of the second. 7-3 the Backman.
Listen to Doc.
Two up. Arvidsek in the top of the order. Pond Powers and Kennington.
That's the only way we can do it.
We had closure. We had closure on the play at first. Kennington admitted he was off, and Beggs is now satisfied.
Come on, I did all this work. Hurry.
But still when love is grown and something ground and a little bit of jig pride. Don't be wrong,
Andy Bitsack, the pitcher, to lead things off for Backman in the bottom of the second.
A 2014 All-World Selection, Andy Bitsack.
Slide down one step. Maybe one foot down. Right there, that's good. You do one down, one up. Here we go. That's deep.
Second pitch swung on by Bitsack. Right fielder Fear really makes the catch.
Miller and Bright grabs out number 1. Now the top of the order, the third baseman, the 2013 All-World Selection, Lee Powers.
Top of the order, Lee Powers, Kevin Kennington, Neil Hagelin. This guy's been getting it done all season long. Backman won the regular season points title, won the conference championship tournament. Powers popped it up. It's playable. Shortstop out. Simpson runs it down.
You got a catch.
Shortstop Simpson grabs out number 2.
Simpson at short, Sandoval up the middle. Ropel at third.
A 5-time
Bill
All-World
Lewis.
Selection,
Bill
the
Lewis from the
outstanding
GSL.
offensive performer of the
One of the founders of the
2011 World
GSL
Series.
at second base.
Kevin Kennington.
Cunningham at first, Dombrowski on the mound. JBL in their first World Series appearance. Kevin Kennington, the batter.
Get back. One on one.
Kennington inside out swing on an inside pitch, and he flies out. 3 pop-ups, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. JBL chasing 4.
Quietly goes Backman. 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Through 2, 7-3, the Backman lead. Due up for JBL are Holfer, Simpson, and Lewis.
Hey, this is Brett Helmer. We are out here testing out and shooting some video of our new 2016 bat line. This is a 2016 Bryson Baker 13.5-inch 2-piece bat.
The balance point keeps you more consistent as a hitter.
This is the Scott Kirby 2016 12-inch barrel, end loaded.
Coming off a baseball background, I need something that's end loaded. My bat's got a lot of it.
Brian Wegman 2016 Realtree camo.
My miss hits down the barrel. I still get good performance out of it.
2016 Helmer 2-piece Connection 0. I like my bat as heavy as I can get it. 2016 Mako Torque with a 360-degree rotating torque handle. It'll let you stay in the hitting zone a little bit longer. This is a 2016 long barrel end load in Realtree camo. This thing looks great.
All right, we're back. First hitter popped out. Might have missed it because of the commercial. Top of the 3rd inning, JBL chasing 4 runs against Backman, the #1 seed. JBL during the season actually had a nice start to the season. Actually was all the way up to 6th in the points, I believe, at one time. They tailed off in the second half of the season, ended up the 2nd seed for the A World, and lost their first game there. Simpson with a gap shot. He's going to hustle all the way around the 3rd. Base is 75 feet here at the World Series.
Now second baseman Bill Lewis.
Simpson with a 1-out triple. Bill Lewis, the batter. Bill Lewis, the batter, playing them straight away. We'll poke it through a hole. Nope, he goes for left field. Yates over towards the line, makes the catch.
Yates grabs the deep sacrifice.
2 outs, 7-4 on the sacrifice fly.
Now 2 outs for Ryan Ropel.
Ryan Ropel. Played with Cash House the last couple of years. Moved over to JBL in the off season. Swung on an inside pitch down the left field line. Should be a double. Ropel 2-out double.
And now the pitcher, John Dombrowski.
Brings up Dombrowski. Looks like we have some flight scope information. 105 miles per hour on the exit speed on that last swing by Ropel. Hits it hard. Dombrowski stands in, 2 out, 1 on. Swung on center field. Logan started in. Drifts back, makes the catch. JBL gets 1 run on 2 hits. They trail Backman 7-4. We go to the bottom of the 3rd.
One, two, three, baby! Oh boy, let's go. Come on!
Back bottom of the third. Backman leading 7-4. The heart of the order, Neil Hagelin, Jeremy Yates, and Ryan Harvey.
Leading off the bottom half of the third, right fielder, a 2014 All-World selection, Neil Hagelin.
7-4 Backman. JBL actually leads in hits, 6-4. Backman with 2 errors also. JBL just couldn't find the strike zone in the first inning. Swung on, hammered right field, and gone. Solo homer by Hagelin. Lead things off, 8-4 the score. Jeremy Yates, the batter.
The left fielder, first team All-Conference selection, Jeremy Yates.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got another one. If it goes too far, I got another one. I got another one if it goes too far.
Dombrowski pitching right off the ground. Swung on by Yates, deep right center. That one headed for the Helmer wall. And he hit it over the Helmer wall in right center field, just to the right of that 385 sign. Solo homer, 9-4.
Harvey, a 2015 All-World selection.
Ryan Hart, first pitch swinging, right center. Fiorelli to the warning track, makes the catch. Just to the right of your camera there.
Grabs out number 1, and now catcher Terry Baggs. Baggs, a 2-time
A little
All-World
lightning
selection.
off in center field. Of course, if there's lightning within 5 miles, they're going to shut us down for a half an hour. Chitty Baggs, the batter. Nobody on, 1 out. Swung on, foul. Souvenir. Baggs right back up the middle base hit.
Baggs with a 1-out drive up the middle, and now
A little chatter about Simpson, the shortstop for JBL. He's an underrated player. I would call him more of a rookie. First year in the conference, had a great season. Provided a lot of the power for JBL during the season. Missed the A Worlds at a wedding. Batters Castillo, Baggs on first with the base hit, 1 out. And Doc calls ball 1 on Dombrowski, who didn't toe the rubber in time. Swung on deep. Hand up on the hill. Mid-hill shot there by Castillo. 2-run shot. 11-4 now. Backman starting to separate from JBL here in the end of the first half of the game. ESPN Wide World of Sports, USSSA Major World Series. First day of competition. Bouncer up the middle, base hit for Lloyd. He runs well. He's going to stretch this to a double.
2-bagger for Lloyd, and now shortstop. He had a grand slam in the first.
Lloyd's in, a little bit of a rhythm here by Backman. Offensive rhythm. Ryan Stovall, the shortstop. Second-year conference player. Stands in against Dombrowski. They play him to the left side. Hammers it over the shortstop. RBI single. Stovall thinking 2, holds it first. 12-4 Backman lead.
5 RBI on the game. Now center fielder
Now
number 2.
Logan and Vitsak, the defensive specialists, try to roll the top to Powers.
Logan, a 2011 All-World selection.
Bottom of the third, Backman's got 5 runs across in the inning on 3 homers. Logan's got the speed. It's fun to see him hit the gap.
20 is our count.
Too flat. Walks on 3 pitches, first and second, 1 out for Vitsak.
Logan with a base on balls.
Vitsak out of Minnesota.
For pitcher Andy Vitsak.
Second stint with Backman at the major level. Played with precision the last 2 seasons. Still no win tonight. Vitsak walks on 3 pitches. They're loaded up, top of the order, Powers. And now we'll send out the pitching coach. JBL trying to stop the momentum. 5 runs across for Backman. They now lead 12-4. Also have the hit advantage at 10-6. Miles per hour on the exit speed. And the last hit, of course, we had 2 walks since then. Powers won the major with Rosmondo last year. Moved over to Backman in the off season. He's got the bases loaded, 1 out. Powers works at full. Must be fair. Swung on deep. Left field. The fielder started injurious. Back to the wall. Climbs the fence and is gone. A grand slam. Powers has put it up to a 12-run lead. 16-4. 9 runs across for Backman in the bottom of the third. And now they're going to start pushing some run rolls. Of course, it's 30 after 3, 20 after 4, and 15-run mercy rule after 5. Kennington stands in, takes the ball. Outfield straight away, infield playing to the left side. Kennington got some distance on this one. Back to the top of the hill. Caught by a little kid out there. Oh, that's no kid. Like one of the C players. Kennington with a bomb. Solo homer, 17-4 Backman. So they start to pull away from JBL.
Here we go. No, didn't make it in.
Hagelin. Solo homer for Hagelin.
3 jacks in a row. And now left fielder Jeremy Yates.
Hagelin with the solo homer. 18-4 the score. Jeremy Yates, the batter. Yates takes a strike, 1-1. Giving Yates the third base line here. Inside ball, full count.
Full count.
Swung on center field. Up against the wall, off. I believe that's a ground rule double.
Ground rule double for Jeremy Yates.
Ball went up the outfield fence and hit the scoreboard or video screen out there. Fences here, like I said, 385 to the gaps, 400 to center. Fence most of the way around is about 7 feet high, except for left field, a little shorter over there. Double for Hagelin brings up Ryan Harvey. Harvey fouled it off. Back. Fouled the fastball off. Harvey's going to regroup. Runner on second, one out. Swinging a bad pitch, and he crushed it. Headed for the flags and left. And that one may be the furthest ball we've seen to left. Hit at the base of the flags out there. They're using a Stadium ZN 47 core 500 compression ball, but it's got a synthetic cover on it, so it's a little bit different than past years. Talking with a couple of players down in the field, they said it's not quite as good as last year's ball, but the scores have been up all day.
All right, here we go.
Harvey's homer makes it 20-4.
It's deep again.
They've done it mostly with the long ball.
Fight. You got it. Got a full count. Okay.
Bag swung on, left field, hangs up, and the left fielder makes the catch.
Line drive by Bag,
2 out.
left fielder Fiorilli.
Fiorilli left.
Now 2 out for Orlando Castillo.
Rogers in center.
Castillo's driven in 3 runs in the game.
Castillo, Lloyd, and Stovall. The middle infield for Backman is your next 3 batters. Looks like they're posting stats on that video board in center field.
Right.
13 runs across here in the bottom of the third.
101.
Castillo, the batter, nobody on, 2 out. Swung on, popped it up, left field. Fiorilli is under it for the third out. JBL trails by 16 runs. We go to the 4th inning.
Retire the side, but for Backman, they get 13 runs, including 7 home runs in the bottom of the third. 2 up in the top of 4 for JBL are Sandoval, Fiorilli, and Rogers.
I'm Lauren Chamberlain, first baseman for the USSSA Pride. I really like to feel good when I swing. I don't like to overcomplicate things. So I find myself often just hitting into a bone net, visualizing what I want to do, and then taking that with me on the field. Even on an off day, I love to get some hacks in. When I have a quick 30 minutes, the bow net is super easy to set up. I grab my bat, a bucket of balls, and I swing until I feel good. Bow net. Play anywhere, play now.
All right.
Top of the fourth, base hit right up the middle by Sandoval. JBL needs to put together a double-figure inning. Climb back into this one.
On Sandoval, and now left fielder Mike Fiorelli.
Sure. Fiorelli the batter, one on, no out. Swung on liner, stabbed by Castillo. Throws to first, he threw it away. Sandoval going to advance to second.
And Sandoval advances to second
First
base.
error, or third error for Backman, no errors for JBL.
Fielder Matt Rogers.
Lefty Matt Rogers from Ohio. Rogers bounces it right side. Lloyd's got it, throws to first for the out.
Rogers retired at second
Two out,
base
top of the order, Miller.
Lloyd. Now 2 outs for the top of the order, and Chris Miller.
Miller, first pitch, swinging base hit, left field, RBI. JBL scored in each inning, but they trailed 20-5.
Drives in Sandoval from third.
Bring up Chuck Cunningham.
Now first baseman number 21, Charles Cunningham.
Here we go.
Cunningham missed it. Left fielder's there, Yates puts it away for the third out. JBL gets just one run. They trail by 15. Backman going to try to add to the lead here at the bottom of the fourth.
Get 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 1. 2 up in the home half of the fourth. It'll be Lloyd, Stovall, and Logan.
Qualifying is on to be a Boomba All-American, and this year's USSSA All-American Games have been expanded to create more opportunities for more players. This year, there'll be 24 regional showcase tryouts that will select 2 teams per region with 12 players on each team, allowing the athletes to compete in an average of 22 innings of play during the tournament. Also new for this year is a 3-game single elimination championship bracket. Get evaluated in hitting, running, and 2 defensive positions of your choice for your chance to qualify for the Boomba All-American Games. Get more information at USSSAallamerican.com.
Miller is the new pitcher. Now batting for Backman in the bottom of the fourth, their second baseman, number 1, Stephen Lloyd. Lloyd, a first-team all-conference selection.
Bottom of the fourth, Backman leading by 15. Lloyd starts things off with a walk.
Leadoff walk by Lloyd, and now shortstop.
Next game tonight and final game is the Scene, taking on Bear Hollow. BHR, the A World Champs, the Scene, the 3 seed here at the Major. Stovall, towering fly ball deep left, back to the warning track, and caught right in the middle of the warning track by Fiorilli. Lloyd's going to advance one out.
And now the center fielder and first team all-conference selection, Brian Logan.
Stovall hit that ball about 375 for an out. Logan hits it to left center, tailing back to Fiorilli in left, makes the catch.
Fiorilli again in left.
Lloyd again going to tag, 2 out.
Lloyd now over to third base for pitcher Andy Vitzak. Vitzak, a first team all conference.
Ryan, yeah. Andy Vitzak, then the top of the order for Backman, 2 outs, trying to add to their lead, push a run rule here. 5 runs would actually end the game. Backside base hit, RBI by Vitzak. 21-16 the score, 21-5, 16-run lead.
Drives in Lloyd home from third. And Backman crawls to the top of their order in first team all conference Lee Power.
Lee Powers the batter. 1 on, 2 out. Dombrowski's pitch. Strike 1. Second pitch inside. That one's inside. Full count to Powers. That one's down the middle, swung on, should be caught. Fiorilli's under it. That'll end the inning. JBL holds him to 1 run. Backman leads 21-5. We go to the top of the 5th.
And for Backman, they score 1 run on 1 hit, base runs 1. Due up at the top of the 5th, our hope for Simpson and Lewis.
Each and every day you come out here to the park, you give everything you got.
Behind every good team is a great coach.
Our hands are not in here, hands are out.
Today's coaches mold tomorrow's leaders.
A lot of hard work.
We know the blood, sweat, and tears that go into the job. And that's why this season, coaches fly free when booking their team's travel with us.
That's all right, come on, it's fine.
Save time, save money, fly with the Air Travel Group.
Fourth slow pitch bats. Delivers a clear result. Winning championships. History never lies. Hit these.
Win these.
Chris Hofer.
All right, we're going to go down to the field reporter, Jade, with a report on Ryan Harvey.
I caught up with Ryan Harvey between innings and asked him if he had any superstitions, and he said he can't step on the chalk line no matter how hard he tries. He doesn't want to do it before every game.
Thanks. Ryan Harvey, one of the superstitious baseball players here, trying his hand at softball. First pitch swinging by Chris Hofer, and a diving catch by the middleman Castillo. JBL needs 2 runs to keep this game going. Otherwise, it's the 15-run mercy rule, 21-5 to score. Simpson, the batter. Big hole up the middle. Inside pitch, swung at a bad pitch. Yates coming on, it's 2 outs. JBL down to their last out, they need 2 runs.
And now a lineup change for
Backman looking to advance, the number 1 seed. And your next game is the Scene, and I believe it's Bear Hollow. I don't have a bracket in front of me though. Can be a pinch hitter. Cliff Magny. Cliff Magny, 2 balls and no strikes. First World Series at bat, fly ball left field. Yates makes the diving catch to end the game. Jeremy Yates robbing Cliff Magny. Cliff, you may know, as the co-owner of the GSL. And that's the game. Backman wins it 21-5 in 4 innings.
We'll have a quick turnaround here. The next and final game of the day will begin on the stadium field shortly.
Busy.